Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to do a video showing you some beam shots of the Thrunite Catapult V5. I was a little hesitant as to whether or not to do this or not because, first of all, I love this flashlight. I've had it for a little while now, but I saw there's a bunch of people that got interested in this light, and there's a lot of really great videos already on YouTube about the light. But I did get some requests to show some stuff on it, and I think I will post, a full review on this pretty soon as well. But this has to be my favorite flashlight for throw. This thing is a beast. And what's really cool about this too is that if you've probably seen it on other people's videos, or if you happen to check out the website, it has a really nice diffuser on the front. So first thing to do is turn it on. This has the diffuser on it. You can see the shadow there. And the whole thing really locks onto the head of the flashlight very nicely. But if I open this diffuser, you see it in the shadow here. The throw on this is absolutely incredible. If I point it towards the ground, you can see the hot spot in the middle. Just throwing out 1500 lumens on high. Has a couple different levels of light as well, in case you don't need a full 1500 lumens. But where this thing really kind of shines is its ability to throw the light. It has a very tight beam. You look way down the end of the road. I'm going to zoom in here and get my camera set up properly for that. Zoom in all the way down to the stop sign. But the stop sign, of course, does reflect light, so maybe not that impressive. So you back up a little bit and go up into, let's see, the tree across the street. Let's see. Back up a little bit here. Try not to get anything that's too reflective. You can see those trees down there. I mean, that is a hell of a ways down the road there. If I had to guess looking at it, it's got to be at least 50 to 75 yards, not longer. I've used a lot of flashlights out here. My camera's having a hard time to focus. I've used multiple large powerful flashlights out here in the same spot, shining light down the road, and I've never had one that had such a nice throw on this. There's a lot of awesome flashlights that have tons of power, tons of light, but the throw on this is just, it's amazing. So I pull all the way back here. You can see, I can see way up into the trees, way beyond the end of the road. And what you're seeing on the camera, if it looks impressive, it's even better in person. If anyone who does videos on flashlights, you'll always note, and they'll always tell you that in person, it's always brighter. It's always better because the human eye can pick up way more light than the camera can, even a really nice, expensive camera. So anything that looks impressive, in a YouTube video is certainly better in person. But anyway, throwing just an incredible 1500 lumens is a lot of light to begin with, but it seems more impressive than that. It seems like it's in maybe the 2,000 or 3,000 range because of the throw you're getting on here. Nice long reflector on this one, and the diffuser is really cool. And obviously, if you want to use this for an area light, you may not want all that throw or need all that throw. You just put the cap down and you get a perfect nice beam. It's literally just a wall of light. And it cuts any kind of hot spots or anything, especially when you're getting above 1,000 lumens. That center beam becomes very hot and reflects light back to you. When you have a really powerful flashlight, all that light's going back into your eyes, and it's actually, counterproductive. It's making you squint. It's making it very hard to see. That's why a lot of times flashlights have a bunch of different modes. This is a beast of a flashlight, but sometimes you may want to use something for, up close. Let's say you're at an electrical panel because your power went out or something. You don't want 1500 lumens, reflecting off the metal back into your eyes. You're not going to be able to see anything. Defeats the whole purpose of having a flashlight. But really easy to operate on this one. There's a second button they use to control the modes. So with the diffuser on, you can see there's 4 light levels. It's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is our full 1500 lumens. And of course, when you shut it off, you can also do the strobe, with or without the diffuser. But just a fantastic flashlight. All right, guys, before I go, I just want to show you the view of my house at night, because I really want to show you the difference between using the diffuser or not using the diffuser. So when I turn this on high, you can see the center beam is reflecting a lot of light back off the house. So it's a little bit hard to see detail right in the middle of where that beam is. All right, as I pan across the driveway and the property here, the spill on this is still bright enough in person to see everything. On camera, if I point it in the middle of the house, it's hard to see the sides so much, like the porch or where the shed is. In person, it is a little bit brighter. But when I put the diffuser on, all right, so let's put that down, you can see how smooth this light still is. It's literally just a wall of light. And what it enables me to do is see more detail in a much wider area. All right, without the diffuser, it's really, really bright, but obviously it's narrowing that beam. All right, so the spill, the light around the center of the beam here is very dull, and all the power is right in the middle. So if I want to obviously look at something specific, like in this case, I'm looking through the window, you're getting a view that's kind of reflected back. To me, it's lit up perfectly, like it's daytime, right? But if I want to aim this in the same spot and put the diffuser down, I get a softer light throughout the entire house. I can see the entire house right now in pretty good detail. Obviously, it'll cut down the light a little bit, because when you use a diffuser, it bounces all around, everywhere. So you will get a lower light level, but a very even beam. All right, so this is literally lighting up the entire area. Anything I want to do out here, this is more than enough light. And this spans probably 50 or 60 feet forward, and just as wide, like 50 feet wide. I mean, it's a little bit different, my view, than your view on the camera, but I can see the entire driveway, the whole house, the car, off most of the backyard from where I'm standing here, and all around the camera as well. So it's just really, really cool. I love using a diffuser if it's a good diffuser, and this particular flashlight comes with a fantastic one for free. And I did see that there's options, on the packaging. I'll show this when I do the review, but the package, that the piece of plastic that the diffuser came in, showed different options for different colors. And I love to see that in the future, some different color diffusers as well, or filters. But just absolutely awesome. So there's lights that are bigger. There's lights with more lumens, 2, 3, 4,000 plus. But for the price you're going to pay for this flashlight, like 150 bucks, 1,500 lumens is more than enough for almost anything you'd want to do. But what I really like about this one, and what really, again, stands out apart from a lot of other flashlights, really powerful ones, is this thing is a throw monster, but it's not something you're always going to use it for. You're not always going to need to see, something up in, 200-foot trees. All right, you're not always going to need to see across a field. Sometimes you just want to have a nice wall of light. And the fact this comes as a diffuser is what I like about it the most. It really is. It's the biggest selling point for me anyway. But it's fantastic. I highly recommend doing a search here on YouTube. There's tons of videos on this flashlight right now. It's really, really hot. A lot of people are getting them and really liking them. And I would definitely recommend checking them out. But I will do a full review on this in the future, so stay tuned for that. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.